Oakley.
Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. You are live, Kyle. You are live. Welcome into another Friday night live stream for the Georgia Shooting Connection. We're without Chico tonight. Chico's birthday is tonight. So, yeah, we'll insert joke here. So, anyway. I'm glad to have Kyle. I'm glad to have the Scotsman. We got Paul Loud out there. Yeah, Biggie, we'll talk about that. Apparently, I want to talk about scopes tonight. Biggie got a humdinger of a Citron, so I bet that's sexy. And he's waiting on a SH4 Gen 2. So yeah, we'll talk about that. How are y'all doing? Kyle, you want to start us off?
Sure. Been a great week. Another Monday off. So it was another 4-day week, burning up some vacation time. Busy week, believe it or not. Very busy. Thankful that it's Friday. I don't have to work tomorrow. And I'm glad all you wonderful people are here to cut up with us. I'm going to turn it over to the crazy Scotsman. That way.
Good to be here. Appreciate the link as always. Finally have a night off, so glad to be here and excited to see what we got to talk about.
Cheers, bro. The Scotsman is off on a Friday night. I remember those days. There's my brother Kingpin out there.
Actually, the Scotsman's off every night.
No.
No.
But we'll go through the side chat in a little while, but give some more folks time to settle in. And I see Curtis out there and Daniel, Kingpin. Broke Loader, what's up? Edward Petty. So, yeah, man, it's been a week, dude. I'm telling you. I'm glad it's over with. It's been rough. You know, I fix Chromebooks for a living, and that's like working in a salt mine. Kids never stop breaking stuff, man. They just don't.
I've seen his office. It's a constant barrage.
It is, man. We got some nice trophies hanging on the wall in there, right?
We do, yeah, you absolutely do. I like that. I like that they let you make it your own. It's nice.
It ain't like they had a choice, man. I've been there longer than most of my bosses have. No, let's rephrase that. I've been there longer than all of my bosses.
So you rule the roost.
No, far from it. But I can get away with a lot more than some of them because not that I've been there that long, or I've been there 30 years. It's not seniority that matters. It's knowing where the skeletons are buried.
There you go.
That's what
having the fire.
You can get away with a lot of stuff when you've been around.
When you got the ability to light the fire. Yep.
Yeah, when you've seen some of the stuff that I've seen over the years. I could tell you stories, guys, but I won't because I love my job. Maybe when I retire, we'll tell you some stories with no names attached. That'd be pretty fun.
Oh, Lord.
That'd be a good video.
That would be a good video. Speaking of videos, I got one up, and we're going to turn it public on probably turn it public on YouTube by the time this chat's over with. While we're doing the after chat, I'll probably turn that live. So there's CW Longshot. I was supposed to send him a link. Let me see if I can do that right quick. Look at Squatch. Look at those beards.
I am honored of the fact that it would take way too long to say hi to everybody individually in the side chat.
It's ridiculous. You can't keep up. You never know.
Hi, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. Let me tell you what's this stuff is like hen's teeth. You can't find it. It's called 9mm. I've got everybody that I know asking me where to find it in that form, loaded. And I said, I had a guy asking me today if I knew anybody with some small pistol primers because one of his friends was looking for some. I said, the whole shooting world is looking for small pistol primers right now. So if you got some, take care of them, give them a hug at night before you go to bed, tuck them in, and just let them sit there for a minute.
Whoa, Nelly. Man, let me ask y'all, panel and the side chat. All right. It's Cyber Week, and I know it's going to be a little bit high right now. But how many emails a day are you getting?
So I can tell you from years I've been doing this, I'm signed up on so many websites. I don't even remember what websites I'm signed up on. I've been in the industry so long. I kid you not, around this time of the year, I get about 150 to 200 emails a day.
It is very aggravating. I'll spend all day tomorrow cleaning out my Yahoo inbox. Most of y'all use my Gmail account. I'm thinking of shutting the Yahoo one down just because it's ridiculous. Oh, Lord, the side chat's flying. I can't read it that quick.
I know. I'm trying to highlight one. There it is. I can't. If I blink my eyes, it's gone. I have to roll back up. There's Rune. What's up, guys?
Hey, Rune. Oh, he has no problems getting small pistol primers. Must be nice.
Must be.
We got Julio just popped up. So are we all in a agreement that in a pinch, if you had to, you could use a small rifle primer in place of a small pistol? Just back it down a little bit?
Yeah. I've done it by accident before. I didn't have no problems.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too. I forgot the press was loaded with a large rifle, and I ran probably 75 45 ACP rounds through it and went, oh, crap. I said, well, let me shoot him and see what happens.
And half the time you don't even have to back off any either. So
right. If I
blow, but always be careful. But yeah,
if I blow the barrel up, I'll just have to get me a new barrel. So
ain't life.
Yeah, I guess.
What I would have difficulty doing though, and shooting them with a easy mind, would be putting small pistol primers in small rifle cartridges. That's not the same thing in my world.
I could see that.
Wow, man. So Big E got a new scope.
Magnum primers in the 4570. Well, that's kind of an anomaly there, Big E, to have that's quite a spread there.
Okay. Let me try this again.
Good Lord, my eyes are getting bad. I got to get too close to the laptop to be able to read some of this stuff. Yeah, Big Al, you did score some primers. At least you found them. But wow, you paid a nice, hefty price for them. But now you have them. Like I say, tuck them in, sing them a song, rub their heads before you go to bed.
Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I haven't had a chance to look at your video yet, Al, but I did see the notification. There's Mike Hester.
Yeah, Big Al, I've got Federal Premium Large Rifle up here because that's about all I could find at the time when I needed some. And I've seen really no difference in accuracy or group size. So I don't think you'll have a problem at all.
Look who we got here. What's up, my brother?
I found it. Hello, guys.
Good morning.
One thing I'm learning is when you don't email somebody all the time, it might take a little minute or two for your email to get through there.
Well, your FBI agent has to approve it.
Yeah, it finally popped up, so it's all good.
Yeah. So first thing, I got to congratulate you on 2 pretty nice deer kill this season.
Oh, thank you. Good eating. We had some tonight.
Nice.
What did you have tonight?
I made Preacher's recipe, that smothered steak.
Nice.
Oh, that looks so good.
It was pretty good. Yeah, it was. Yep, it was really good. Got a little visit. It was nice. Good night.
All right, here we go. See if we can keep up here.
I can't. I'm trying.
I know.
I'm too busy trying to listen and talk and read, and I'm not that good of a multitasker anymore.
We all know.
At least you understand. It takes one to know one.
I can multitask just fine.
So you got a family.
I did read that one. That's funny.
I'm behind.
Yeah, Federal are the light ones. They're the ones you want if you've got a tuned revolver or a tuned gun with lighter springs because they got a thinner cup. They tend to always go off. Mike Hester. Hey, man, how you doing? I ain't talked to you in a while.
Fuzz, I don't know how to make the print larger. The only way I know how to make the print larger is get so close to the screen that y'all can see up my nostrils.
Let me tell y'all something. If you've seen some of the videos from Preacher that I've seen, now, if he was cooking for his church people, I would probably eat. But just to drop off by his house, I'd say, what is this? Because I've seen the man cook coyote,
Raccoon.
raccoon, yeah.
I'm telling you, that man's all over the place. But he enjoys it, so.
Yeah, he's having fun. It's all about.
But my favorites are his Oh boy, they're riding you now, Kyle. My favorites are when he does those barbecue place reviews.
I just saw that. Yeah. I mean, I can read it. It's just everything's going by so quick. I ain't got time to read all of it.
Uh-huh. CW, that's a nice one behind you there. When's that one from?
3 years ago, I believe. Yeah, he was a good one. He scored right at 150. Weighed 263 pounds after hanging for 5 days.
Here you go.
Just a little one he was. I couldn't get him off the floor in the garage. I had his feet on the roof, and his head was bent on the ground. He was long.
And I had one like that once. The one that's hanging in my office.
Mhm.
We had his butt up against the wall, the front wall of the truck, and his head was hanging off the end of the tailgate.
Yeah, he wouldn't fit in my. I got a 6.5 foot box. He wouldn't fit. I had to scrunch him up to get him in there.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, he was long.
Well, it's all freezer meat.
Oh yeah, he's good. He was good. He's all gone. Except for that. That's all that's left.
Right. Well, at least you still got the neck roast.
I watched the video how they
Hey, Willie's in the house.
yeah, Willie, what's going on, brother? I watched the video today about how they mount deer now, how they do the mounts, and
Mhm.
it's quite an ordeal.
Yeah, it's changed.
It's changed a lot.
Changed. Yeah.
Good, I might add.
Yeah. I got a buddy who does it just for fun, but he does a nice job. He does it on the side, a little side money.
Yeah.
Got to do that side hustle.
Mhm.
Oh, I got something to show you, CW. If I can get my ducks in a row here. There you go. You recognize those?
Oh yeah, look at those pretty things. Did you shoot that gun yet? That's the 7.62.
I have. I've shot it some,
Yeah.
but I've not shot it with any hand loads yet. And these are reduced load, 7.63 by 54R,
Mhm.
and I loaded those up with buffalo rifle. That's starting load's 28 and a half.
Yeah, I've never used that powder. I haven't seen any of those powders. I was talking with somebody today about that. None of the line. They just not around here. I could probably mail order it, I guess, but nobody around here carries it. Shooter's Choice powders, I think they're called.
Shooter's World.
Shooter's World. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Curtis, are you clean shaven? I can send you a link in like half a heartbeat. Or I could send that one. She was on last week, Curtis. Yeah, Russ, we need to have you on, buddy. My problem is I can't remember who I tell I'm going to send the link to, and then when it comes time for the show to start, we're sitting here, two or three of us, like, man, I hope somebody comes on. I hope they got something to talk about. Yeah, there you go. Well, Curtis, I'll send you a link anyway, buddy.
Well, I've been loading 3220s today.
I saw those. They look. Of course, I told you when you sent me the link that they look like 350 Legend, only a little bit smaller.
Mhm.
CW, I haven't seen any links to any of your videos lately. Let me check on something.
Sometimes I've heard a couple guys saying what tends to work is if you unsubscribe and resubscribe, and then all of a sudden you'll get them again. I was talking with Broke Loader, and I think Uncle Jim had the same problem. He had to unsubscribe and resubscribe, and then he was getting them again. I don't know if it's one of those things. You don't visit the site very often. You don't get them after a month or something. I don't know.
They change it so much.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
I've been making them. They've been on there.
I've been unsubscribed. Let me fix that problem.
So, Michael, I hope you
Yeah, new subscriber. Woohoo! Who's this guy, Kyle Lusk?
Again.
We're all still wondering who that is. I don't know if we'll ever find out exactly who or what or when or where.
What you talking about, Willis?
Person detected near your door.
Pistol detected in my hand.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna have to. How did I get 26 emails on that? Oh, great. Cannabis gummies. I know y'all all ready for some of that, right?
Oh, Lord.
Are you kidding me, people? Okay, Wes, you're gonna have to send me an email.
I love the way they've changed the way that YouTube works on your phone. Now everything, you minimize it and then you go to close it and it moves it around and then you click on another video.
Don't you love that? Oh,
God.
stop bouncing around.
Anyway, I'm back.
Wes Bromelo, I got my email in the side chat right there. Send me an email where I have your email and I will send you a link. You can join us.
No, dead horses have not.
Yeah, there's one more question up there prior to that from Dead Horse.
I have not. I'm not even familiar with a nitrided.
No, I haven't either. When I first got on the reload, and I was told right off the bat, nothing but carbide. That's all I've ever bought.
Wow. All right. So when we say nitrided, are we talking about the same principle on a, like, say, a AR-15 receiver?
I'm guessing so.
Yeah, that's what I would think. I'm not sure at all. I've never even heard of them.
Jerry, it's time for your break, buddy. Pull over. Cop some Z's and a bite to eat. Yeah, it's amazing to me, Curtis, how things that seemed so wrong when we were kids are commonplace now and accepted. And not just that, you're not politically correct if you don't agree with them. Yeah. I can't say I wore out a die either. I've come up on some that I like better than some others.
I've been trying to wear them out, but I ain't done it.
I've put a bunch of wear and tear on them, but I hadn't managed to do it yet. What is it, baby girl?
I got some old ones that I still use. Lyman All Americans, the black box. They've got to be from the '60s, and I still use some of those. I got an 06 and I got a 358 Norma Mag die set that got to be from the early 60s, and they're still going fine. Steel.
Yeah, the only thing I've heard on steel dies is just make sure you clean them more often. That's about it.
You got to keep them all clean, really. I mean, you can accumulate stuff in carbide just as well. You know, it's in and out, dirty your breath.
It was just I forget who it was that told me. Might have been Papa Lass or something, or someone like that. But just clean them more often is what they were saying.
Every now and then. Oh, sorry, baby girl. I didn't mean to elbow you in the head. Every now and then you can find these. Wait a minute. There we go. In like 1,000 pack on Amazon. And they're the really long Q-tips.
They're handy. Yep.
And these are the best, I hate to say it, but the best thing since sliced bread. I can't believe we hadn't found anything better than sliced bread yet. Those work really good. Just run you some rubbing alcohol up in there and clean out the built up lube and gunk and, stuff like that. They work fantastic, and you ain't even got to take your press apart if you don't want to. Just break the little wooden stick off, and
that's another benefit to powder coated bullets. You don't get all that lube in your dies.
Yep.
Right.
And I'll tell you one of the easiest ways that I clean mine is I just toss them in the sonic cleaner.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Half hour and they're good to go.
Yep.
Oh, just throw your dies in the cleaner?
Sure.
Oh, yep. Wow. I never would have thought of
pistols in there. I throw pistols in there.
Well,
yep,
yeah.
I've thrown pistols in there, you name it.
Absolutely.
I never would have thought of that. That's a great idea, guys. Thanks.
Yep. It works really good.
Wow.
Yep, about a half hour, good to go.
That's awesome.
Keep it simple, man. Don't make it harder than it has to be.
Well, I guess the reason I never thought about it is I can just leave everything set up on the Dillon, break the stick off, and go, I'm done. but if I was loading a bunch of wax lubed bullets like these Missouri Bullet Company cats down here, because I loaded up a bunch of 45 with them, and it got to where it was deforming my cases and all that stuff. And I cleaned on that thing for about 20 minutes with a Q-tip. There were actually about 30 Q-tips, but I've got 2,000 of them things. So,
yep.
But unscrew the die and throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. Works really good.
Yeah. Eventually, I want to get one of the large. What is it? Figure how big it is, like a 10 or a 15 liter ultrasonic cleaner from I think Hardy, has that one. It's a big bitch.
It is big.
But I would like to pick that up eventually.
And it's a little on the expensive side too.
Oh, it is. That's why I haven't got it yet.
But you can put the whole gun in there and just let it cook.
Yeah, you can literally fit a rifle in there.
K24, the beard chat.
Oh yeah, I've put my pistols in there and all that stuff before too. That's actually how I prefer to heat them up. To if I'm using frog lube on them, I got some I use frog lube on, some I don't. But that's the preferred way to. I just strip them all the way down to bare bones, get them all hot, frog lube everything up, wipe the excess off, and then put them all back together.
I like just Joy dish detergent. That's what I use in my ultrasonic. That's it.
I use was it Simple Green, but it's the purple Simple Green, the industrial or whatever, and all it takes is like half a capful, and everything comes out just crystal clean.
Yep.
I used the Hardy Sonic Cleaner just because it was a kit when I bought the whole thing.
Right.
So I use about a cap full of that and a dash of Dawn, and it worked great.
Yeah, I think it's Simple Green Industrial. It's purple.
Person detected near your door.
Welcome in, my friend, to the show that never ends.
Yeah.
There's
Pretty
not
good,
there's
Wes.
not a lot of people that are going to get that reference, Jamie.
Yeah, they did.
And
Most of
that
them.
yellow. Am I breaking up?
No, you're pretty loud and clear right now.
Okay.
Cleanse oil. Yeah, I like that stuff too. Balding Curious. That's some good stuff, that cleanse oil.
Yeah, as far as oil goes, M Pro 7, it's all I'll use. I've gone through a bunch of others, and over the years, between tests that I've seen from C-Max Arms and various others, that's been my go-to, and that's what I stick with.
As just an oil, I like Ezox just for rubbing on the outside of the guns and such. But for specialized stuff, yeah, I like that MP7. That's good stuff. And cleanse oil I like for cleaning the barrel, cleaning the bore.
Lucas is great for everything from rebuilding diesel engines to gun lube. And problem is, you're going to stick your Q-tip in there, and then you got a 14-foot trail of honey coming out of the jug.
When we went down to the Iraq Vet 8888 thing, they gave us some of this. Is called Freedom Lube. Y'all probably can't see it, but it did pretty good. But it don't, you know. I use mineral oil and for my gun oil because I found out that a lot of the old time gun oils, that's all they were, was really just mineral oil.
Right.
Charge you crazy prices for it, and then I mix up this stuff we call Edge Red.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I love that stuff. I've
been using Edge Red for years.
Yep.
I've got one AR I'm using frog lube on. I've got one that I stripped the frog lube out and been using Edge Red, and I'm seeing which one's easier to clean. And I'm waiting until I get 1,000 rounds on each one.
There's Wes. Hey Wes, what's going on?
It's not just for trucks anymore.
There's Alabama Reloader. I saw your video, man. I got to check it out later.
What's the
I
matter?
had to watch it. He did one CW a lot. I'm anxious to watch it.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I need to see what she's all upset about.
There you go.
He's been talking about the 410 stuff I've been doing. I'm piquing his interest with that.
So, real quick question for everyone out there, side chat included. Does anyone have a Browning 16 gauge shotgun?
Yep.
Okay. Well, if you're out there and you have one, I have 2 chokes that were sent to me by another YouTuber and wanted me to find a good home for them. So if you want a couple chokes, I got a couple chokes.
Mine's a fix.
Oh, mine ain't that new.
Yeah, mine ain't either. Mine's from probably the 50s. It's fixed choke.
My grandfather bought mine when he was in the Korean War.
If you guys are out there and you got one that takes chokes, let me know. And hold on, Chapin. Hold on, Curtis. Let me check. Yes, and Vector. So, Curtis, if you got it, I'll send it to you, man. Just let me know. I got 2 of them.
Which ones are they?
You guys kill me.
I'm just nosy. It ain't like I gotta know. I don't even have a 16 gauge.
Let's see. We got Improved cylinder and modified. So,
Both those are very good skeet.
yep. So, Curtis, you got one? Text me, man, and I'll get your address and I'll ship them out to you.
The 16 gauge version of the A5. Well, they call the newer ones the Sweet 16.
Older ones too.
Do they
That's
call?
what Yeah, that's what mine is.
I'm still trying to figure out why they quit making 16 gauge shotguns. It's
I
like
don't know, man. That Braun Sweet
Oh, 3-inch
16 was a fine firearm.
Yeah, it's nice. You don't really beat it, but yep. Oh, what's that one? I missed that. It is a good bullet, but I haven't been playing with the blackout.
yeah, I know it. So Curtis, if you get in touch with me, I'll get you in touch with the Scotsman.
I got his info. I'm gonna text him right now.
All right.
Get it over.
Yeah, well. Okay. There's Sergeant Devil Dog.
Harold's here.
Yep.
So we have a lot of preachers. C.W. Longshot was our show was first one he came on live. We're glad to have him.
This is where all the cool kids are.
Well, we appreciate you saying that, especially since Russ showed up.
I don't know about all that.
So have you been hunting, bud?
Man, I'm tagged out on bucks anyway.
Shut up. Tell us about it.
I killed Halloween. I killed an 8-pointer, field dressed 205. That's a Georgia deer. I don't know, CW. I don't know where you're at. Hey, buddy, come here. I don't know where you're at, but that's a big deer for Georgia. But and then this past Saturday, I killed a 10-pointer that was bigger than him. I was a kid at the processor scoring, and he said after the drying time, he'd be 132 to 137 with very minimal deductions because he's dang near perfect. So, needless to say, I'm in debt to the taxidermist for about $850 now.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, that happened.
Who's the little man?
That's my buddy. That's my little man. Only one. And he's 3 years old.
What's your name, bud?
Say, hey, Emmett. You see Emmett? Say, hey, Emmett. He's shy.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, man. What's your name?
They saying, hey. You gonna
What's your
say, hey? He don't know what to think about that.
Are you going to tell me your name? My name's Jamie.
It's past your bedtime, ain't it? Buddy? Bless you.
And he don't care. What my
This
name
isn't my room. This is his room. All right, you can talk now. Are you go back in there with your mama?
I was going to ask how you spell that.
What's that, Emmett?
No.
You'll have to ask Mario.
Yeah,
I can't see the other chat, so I'm behind.
Oh, you're all right, man. Everybody's saying hey to Emmett. Emmett's 3.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you
Yeah,
had
my wife and I, we've been married 23 years. Doctors told us we'd never be able to have children, and that proves doctors wrong. That tells you right there God's in control.
So I'll tell you this, man. My brother had 2, and they told him that they couldn't have any more because he went and got himself taken care of, and bam, popped another one out.
That right there just goes to show you the doctors are practicing medicine.
I know. I wish I could find one that's got it perfect instead of practicing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I tell mine all the time. So, Marvin, check your email. If you got some deer stories, you need to get on here. I think he got one.
Oh, he got a nice one up in Kansas.
Yeah, I've heard it said that we make plans, God chuckles.
Yeah,
That's a good statement, sir. It's a very good statement.
Mark, don't work too hard, brother. We miss you. We got used to him being on with us those 2 weeks he was off. So your 8-pointer was in Georgia?
Mine?
Yes.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
Both of them. Now you're just over the line of Alabama, ain't you?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's familiar with LaGrange. It's right on the Alabama line. I'm in Thomaston, Georgia. About an hour from LaGrange. Almost dead in a line between LaGrange and Macon.
I'm very familiar.
Yeah, that's close to where we go shoot.
Well, I tell anybody, I know we're all reloaders. If you're close to Perry, Georgia, the Perry Sports Center had 5 pounds of H1000 on the shelf, and they are not price gouging. I know H1000 is one of those that is highly sought after right now.
I think I have that.
Yeah, every now and then you can find some. Problem is, you got to find somebody that's selling whatever powder you're looking for that doesn't want 3 times the money for it. You know,
right? They're doing good. They're not gouging. They had over 60 pounds of IMR 4350, and but they do have a limit. I don't remember. I bought 3 pounds. That's all my wallet would let me buy at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you get $100. That's it. Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah.
Jerry, I think if I did that, I'd lean over and wake old Leroy up.
Mike says he's got some in the store too. H1000.
I've never used it.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's magic. It's magic in a 300 Win Mag.
It's a slow one. Yeah, it's a slow one.
Yeah, I know I sent Ozark a link, but we'll do it again.
Probably the same as me. It probably didn't get lost in New Jersey. Everything gets lost in New Jersey.
Oh,
It's funny, you know, when we first started doing these, when Jamie and I started first doing these kind of chats and we switched over to StreamYard, I didn't always get the emails either. It was weird. I don't know. He had to resend a couple of them to me.
Yeah, I don't know if both of the ones Jamie did popped up. Let me see. Is it both of them pop up?
yeah, I've been having a problem with if I hadn't shut my laptop all the way down.
Yeah, I got both of yours, Jamie.
I can get on the chat, but I cannot turn my mic or camera on. So
I
it's
think
a
you
little weird. I have to
You have
restart my laptop and then get there. Hey, Ozark, how you doing,
What's
sir?
going on?
Look at them curly locks, man. I can't get over that.
I wish I could have some of that.
I think I had that back in the 80s.
Man, I
Uh,
lost mine at about 7.
Yep, look who's here.
Hey.
so conservative sniper hunters got a good question right there. So we'll go through. Me and Kyle, we live about 30 miles apart. So the answer to that question for both of us is yes. What about you,
Yeah,
Scott?
Varget's not even available in Australia. Gosh, who was it we were talking to? Who's from Australia? They got a different name for it down there where it's manufactured. And they lost that factory in the wildfires, and they haven't started production up again. So it is what it is.
I
No,
was
boy.
supposed to ask if you knew that kangaroo hunting was illegal.
Only
All
with
right.
only with
Hey,
a
Jamie, I just
non-construction.
got. I'm trying to blow this up here. Seems see it's better. But Daniel passed on this one this morning.
Well, Jamie wanted me to tell my story. Oh wow!
And he passed on that.
Well, on my deer hunt yesterday, God taught me a lesson. About 8:05, I had that 9-point walkout, huge bodied deer. I counted horns, and I'm like, he started to walk off, and I'm like, I don't know if I'll get another chance, so I went ahead and dropped him. He did the hump and jump and went about, 15, 20 yards, fell over. Well, in Kansas, you only got one buck tag. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to let him lay before I go out there. So I'm telling my little story on text messages to my buddies. Out walks the biggest buck I've ever seen on the hoof in my life. He was probably 180 to 190 class deer. If he was 12 points, he was 2. Shooting with that suppressor, the 2 does that were with that buck, they jumped up wondering what it was wrong with him. And when he laid down, flopped, they were like, what's going on? He quit kicking. They were like, okay. They went back to eating. And 10 minutes later, that monster, that sucker was a moose, walked out. So God said, I've blessed you with a deer, my son. Now let me show you what I can really do. So, I could have dropped him and hit that other one in the woods somewhere, but he'll be there next year.
He'll be bigger next year if he survives.
Yeah. Well, the season's over with next Sunday, so it's only a 10-day season in Kansas, and you only get 1 buck, so they grow them big over there. And I kind of agree with their philosophy. They wait till after the rut, so the big bucks will have bred the does, and it works. It works. My business partner Ronnie shot a 10-point today, 21-inch spread on it. They string tested it, and 173 3/4 is what they preliminary scored that deer. And then his brother shot a non-typical that had 2 main beams on one side and 5-point on the other. So he had a 3-point main beam. Then he had a second main beam that came out like just a giant spike. So it's a really unique deer. Really unique deer.
I've heard that Kansas is one of the best places in the world to hunt.
Oh, and big bodied. Holy cow. I bet that 9-point, he was 250, 260 pounds.
Wow.
So, yeah, it took a lot of grunting to get him on the back of the 4-wheeler.
Yeah, that guy up there, I grabbed a hold of him. I couldn't believe how big he was. I I had no idea because he was so long. He wasn't big around and giant and heavy. He was long, and that's where he got his weight. And he was over 300 live. He was 260, 261 or 263 after 5 days of hanging. So he
212 inches. Wow.
He was a heavy one. We get a little bigger ones here, but no bigger than out there.
Yeah, they got the deer that are exposed to the cold have to be bigger body because it's their gut that generates their heat for them to stay warm.
I've always heard that the further north you go, the bigger the deer get.
Bigger bodied, yeah.
Yeah. But I tell y'all, that I see the deer hunting videos out of Texas, and that freaks me out because they've got these massive racks on these deer, and the bodies are no bigger than the deer around here.
Well, they're fenced-in deer too that you see from a lot of those in Texas. Texas only 2% of Texas land is public; the rest is private. So, we got a whole section of square mile leased up in Kansas, but in Arkansas, we're blessed with hundreds of thousands of acres of public land, almost 300,000 acres of public land.
I think smoking deer is probably the best way to cook them.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Chicken fried backstrap pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, it is.
We'll work for primers. I need my house painted. I'll give you a brick.
It don't matter. It does not matter, y'all.
But it was a good trip. We got one more hunter over there who's still got to fill out his buck tag. But he's being patient for Muy Grande. I wasn't patient enough. I'm going to talk that lesson. Oh, great. 182.
That's a good deer, man.
Yep, that was a really nice one.
Preacher got a board between his horns, stretching them out just a hair.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Correct. Yeah, the manufacturer down there. Yeah, ADI.
I'm not familiar. I'll have to hunt those up.
Good Lord, the side chat's just cutting up tonight.
I haven't been paying attention to it.
What?
Yeah.
My deer suffer from ground shrinkage. They look a lot bigger in the scope, and then you get up there on the ground and the horns shrink.
They do literally shrink. That's why you gotta wait. What is it? 6 weeks or 6 months or 3 months? I don't know, but there's a certain period of time you have to wait to let them shrink.
Yeah, the Arkansas
60
big
days or
buck
something like
make
that.
you wait a year to score the deer.
Really? Wow.
But there's a lot of prize money in that big buck challenge.
And that's
Yeah, for the score books, it's 60 days, but that big buck challenge preacher's a year. That big buck challenge. They want to score the mount.
right.
They give everybody a year to get their deer mounted. That camper we got's pretty comfortable, but I'm gonna sleep in a real bed tonight. Take a shower. The campground that we go to, they turn all the water off in the wintertime. So they set up porta potties, and you know how you bitch and moan about, man, these porta potties need better ventilation. Well, when it's 28 degrees and that Kansas winds are howling, you learn just how well ventilated those suckers are.
So Daniel got a good score today. He didn't kill no deer, but he did all right at the gun store.
3,000 primers.
16 pounds. Number 9 Cole, right?
Yep. Finding powder in 8-pounders has not been hard for me. I've gotten what I wanted over the last few months. So just my stock powders, everything but Alliant. You know, Alliant like went offline. Weren't they part of the Remington group? That same group that owned Remington?
They may have been, but I know that
And Hodgson picked them up, didn't they, out of the deal?
Hodgson's owns everything now, I think.
Yeah, they do now. Everything but Vitavori and Shooter's World.
Yeah. Which is Lovex.
Mm-hmm. Out of Europe.
Czech Republic is actually Eastern Bloc. But man, I really want to try some of that Vitavori, particularly in my 7.62 by 54R. Check this out. I done showed CW, but there you go.
Oh, looking pretty.
Yeah. You know, large rifle primers don't seem to be that hard to find. You can seem to find those pretty readily around here, but we can't find Varget RH 4350, but Mark did pick me up some H4350 for the 6.5 Creedmoor.
Oh yeah.
Alabama Reload is telling me N555 works great in 6.5. Y'all were talking about Shooter's World earlier. Yeah.
It's been a crazy.
They did one. There's a write up on the Reloaders Network about Shooter's World powder. I think it's the match rifle, and somebody's telling me about great powders now. I don't think I have any 4320 Curtis, but I'll check and see.
Is that the one that's in the orange container? 4320?
No, it's green. That's the one they just discontinued, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I've ever even seen it.
I may have some,
I'd have to get back to the house and look.
but if I have it, I have not. I've not used any out of it.
I'm set up pretty good for pistol powders and rifle powders. And I've got plenty of large rifle primers because it's not like I'm going out there and doing a 30-round mag dump with a bolt action. So, 10 shots will last me a while. And I got a brick of 1,000 up there, and there's another brick of 1,000. And I hadn't gone to the basement where I store my primers. So,
Preacher, I'll go with you.
What's discontinued?
4320.
yeah.
Oh wow. I wondered what happened to Russ. There he comes back. There he is. Okay,
Yeah.
so what about Varget and 4350 where you live?
Oh, there ain't any.
I kind of figured.
No primers,
So you're
There ain't no
just,
loaded round ammunition on the shelf nowhere here.
right. You're just over the line in Alabama from Georgia, right?
I'm in Georgia from Alabama, and about a little over an hour.
Okay.
He's right between LaGrange and Macon.
Chappie,
Yeah.
you ought to buy it if you got it. Curtis says there's a Varget on the shelf up in Michigan.
Yeah, I just
Too
bought
bad
a
all the stores are shut down.
Let's see. I got Varget in the gun safe.
I'm on my last pound of Varget.
I switched to Shooter's World Precision, and you have to go up a little bit on your charge, but it accuracy wise, it's identical to Varget for me in the 308.
I'll tell you, I'm loving Shooter's World powders.
Yeah.
Every one of them I've tried. They're heavy pistol. They're blackout. What the heck's the other one, Jamie?
The Magnum pistol.
I'm gonna go over here. That's why I cut my camera off. I'm gonna go over here and round up the ones I have, and so
I'm telling you, they are fantastic powders, and it'll save you $6-8 a pound.
if not 10 or 12.
Yeah, you just got to find it, and heck, I think I got them all right here at my feet. Let me look around.
I know where it's at.
Yeah, my 44 Magnum, both the Henry and the Ruger love the heavy pistol. I mean, that stuff works fantastic. And the 300 Blackout loves the Blackout.
Well, that right there in the 9mm is magic in 124 grain cast or jacketed bullet. It's phenomenal. Ultimate pistol.
Yeah.
Shooter's World. And I'm loading that in my 223 with 55 grain. Anything, full metal jacket, saw point, ballistic tips, and it likes to run hot. I mean, you got to work up carefully.
What was that one more time?
Match rifle.
Okay, match rifle. All right.
And it on your powder measures, it's a ball powder. It meters like butter. It's fantastic in a powder measure.
Cat is digging his claws into my leg. Oh, Ginger, quit. You get to petting her, she just needs your claws into your leg.
I don't
That man got a handful.
Yeah, this clean shot works very well as well.
Yeah.
It's their equivalent to CFE Black or CFE 223. Oh, it's pistol. Oh.
Yeah, it's that.
Like H110.
And
All right, the clean shot, this stuff, that's going to run about like your tight group.
No, it ain't. No. Tight group is very hot. Clean shot, they got 12 gauge loads and stuff on here.
4.6 grams with a 115 grain bullet. So 4 grains with 38 special. So then you got this stuff. These are the only two pistol powders I have. The heavy pistol and the clean shot. And then I got tactical rifle. And this stuff works great in 30-30.
About to say, isn't that what you had the best groups with in that 35 Remington?
No, for 35, the best groups I had was with Western Ramshot TAC.
Oh, TAC. Okay. All right.
Then I got this precision rifle. which I think is what they are saying is the same thing as Barget. And I got the Shooter's World 4350, and it's almost empty just after about two or three test loads in 270. That 270 eats that stuff up. So what I want to do is test with all these 1 pound jugs, and then start buying the 4 and 8 pound jugs.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
Yeah,
having
I'm
a
going to
4 pound
8
jug of that heavy pistol. My Ruger loves that stuff, and I'm sure I can work up something for the
Good night, preacher.
45s and that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, that's some fine powder.
Good night, Harold. Holler at me about the gun show.
Good night, preacher.
April, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. Good night, preacher. We're over an hour, and I am as of yet to run through the side chat, which is why we're here. So let me go through this and do this. GGW reloading, Ocean 374, Floyd Hicks, Fuzz T48, Tread, Preacher's Day Off is stepping aside. We got Squatch reloading, Jerry 1911, Willie Bullet Man, my brother, Alabama Reloader, Idaho Rogers USMC, William C. Chapin, Alabama Reloader again, Rollis Carvelis, Insight Freedom, Mike Hester, Daniel God is my judge, Sergeant Devil Dog. Yeah, he got it right. Come on, let's go. Chris 338. K24.
I'm drinking some of Scotsman's beer tonight. Got me a can of cream stout.
Floyd Hicks. Crazy Scotsman is in the room. Fred, what's up, brother? Conservative Sniper Hunter. He's in Australia, I think. I need to put that up there for y'all to read while I'm doing this. I think that's about it. I'm repeating myself. Mike Hester, already said him. Fred, Daniel, Big E still out there, I hope. Idaho Rogers, I know I've said him. There's 6-shooter Texan. And I think that's it. I don't know how to do the Ozark Spirit is in the room. MCK checked in with us.
Yeah, Chico's got his own formula for how he does this.
And GGW reloading. I'm all the way back. So we got Big Easy is still here. We got Kyr, just some guy. Popped in, welcome. I think that's everybody. If I didn't say your name, I apologize. Make a comment and I will. Or try to.
Oh, good Lord. The side chat's about to explode.
762. What's up, my brother? He helped me out a lot. I'm going to have to take this thing out and show it to y'all, I think. So let me do this right here.
About to say, easy, Jamie. It's a family show.
Excuse me while I whip this out. Here we go. All right, this is a Lee Universal expanding die. And it comes with these two little inserts. If I can find them. Well, they gone.
They gone. I got some on my bench if you want me to go get them.
No, man, I just covered them up with this powder I just went and got. They're right here. Okay. All right. I know most of you guys know about this, so James Pollard, come on, dude. Yeah, and he reads better than I do too. So, y'all make sure you tell him that
Oh, happy birthday, Chico, by the way.
wherever you are. There you go. Yeah, I guarantee you he'll be. I'm not sure he's watching tonight, but I bet you he will. All right, so basically, what happens? You got the Lee Universal flaring die, and this is pretty much for loading cast lead bullets. You guys don't really have to expand them too much on rifle with jacketed bullets. So yeah, Curtis, and guess what else? He told me that I probably shouldn't say that. I'm not going there. Chico will tell you what you want. Yeah, I think he is Daniel, but I'm not sure. All right, so we got the die and we got these two inserts. So if you got a fat bullet, you use this one. If you got a skinny bullet, you use this one. If you got a short bullet that's fat on the end, like say 45 ACP, you stack them like that or like that. And if you got a smaller one, you do that. Anyway, or if you're doing rifle, you just use one or the other. Okay, so Reload 762 tells me that with this, and I dropped it.
PC Bullet Empires and that.
Here's a Timmy.
Timmy!
All right, so he was telling me about NOE makes these expanding plugs. And I know y'all, I'm probably going to have to blow this up to show y'all exactly what I'm doing here. But here, let me try this. So 762 by 54R, the bullets are a little bit bigger than 30 cal. So what I do is I got a 313 sizing die and my for bullet sizing die. But anyway, you see this expand plug goes down in this die, and you see it's got a step on it right there. Right? So this is 316, and
Uh-oh.
I
We lost
lost
your mic.
We didn't cut you off.
can you hear me now?
Nope.
I can hear you, but you got no volume.
The dog's drowning you out.
Hang on, I'm on it.
Two W's munching on popcorn there, and I'm drinking a beer. Oh man, what's up with that?
All right, hold on a minute. Hear me now?
I don't know what happened, Jamie, but we can barely hear you. You got no volume whatsoever.
How about now?
I can barely hear you, but I can tell you said about now, but that's it.
Is that any better? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Brother, you moved and something got unplugged or something. I don't know. We can just barely hear you. And the only way we know you're talking is because your lips are moving.
Okay, so y'all go ahead. I'll just work in the background.
So Lusk, you're in charge. You got to turn your camera on now.
I can do that.
Oh. Hey, Kyle.
Hey, how you? Oh Lord. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Jamie's volume, but I mean it was in mid sentence and then boop.
Yep.
Gone.
So yeah, I like those universal sizers from Lee. You can, some people like the bell, they're brass. Some people, just like that little bit of bump. You can
Yeah.
do whatever you want with those Lees. You can expand it just as much as you need because you don't need to expand the whole case.
Yeah, you don't want to turn it into a trombone or anything.
Right. What I like about those NOEs is if you have cases that have been stepped on or, got stovepiped or something like that, you can put them back in the round real easy with those.
Right. What Jamie was trying to show you is the NOE inserts.
Have that step in them. Yep.
Yeah.
Like RCBSs do. Yeah.
Like
Lyman.
the CBS M die. Yeah.
Lyman.
Is it Lyman M die?
Oh,
No.
backwards.
I got one for 45 Colt, so I don't remember I thought it was RCBS, maybe Lyman. But yeah, you can set the little bump, big bump, how big a bullet you shooting, So they make a die for any purpose that you want, and we got multiple sources or multiple companies for sources to choose from. You got Lyman, Lee, Hornady, NOE, all kinds of people make all kinds of stuff. You just got to find it. We were talking, I think it was last weekend. We were talking, I got like 5 different brands of dies in one tool head, just because they do what I want them to do. So,
Yep, you got to be careful when you're belling that brass because you can overwork, especially your pistol cases, 357, 44s, 45s, and you'll end up work hardening it because you expanded it and then you compress it back, and expand it, compress it back. So you really shorten your life if you bell it too much. But you can do a little mini anneal on there and bring them back to life. But
says the man with the annealer.
Well, get one.
Kind of like you, after so long, you just kind of play with different dies and you figure out what works for you. So you take the best of this one and the best of that one and make your own set.
Was it 6-shooter Texan that just put the video out about annealing with the electrical dadgummit? What is that thing called? Oh shoot! And he put a timer on it.
The little magnetic induction.
Yeah, the induction heater. That's what it's called. I thought that was handy dandy right there.
Jerry 1911 hit me up at lust.kyle2@gmail in an email, and let me know what you need, brother.
I have an anneal these too, Russ. I love it.
Yeah, man, that's the best investment I've made in a long time.
But for like pistol brass and short stuff like 300 blackout, that induction heater would be handy.
Yeah,
it would.
Because you go to
There's a lot of
bunch
plans.
of 300 blackout, you're going to end up blistering your narrow wheels on the annealies.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of plans. You can search YouTube. You can make your own. I priced it to make an induction annealer, and I want to say I would have been in an induction annealer for less than $190. That's
Well,
no
that one that
automation.
he had was $200, and it's an
Yeah.
induction coil deal.
Yeah.
They're real popular with mechanics because you can take it and stick it right over like an exhaust manifold bolt or a flange or something like that that's all rusted up, and it'll come right off. You don't have to take a torch and risk liquefying half of it where you can't do anything with it.
Blacksmiths are starting to use them now, even.
Yep, heats the whole thing up and comes right off.
Oh, West Covina. I'm sorry. West Covina's talking about hooking one up to the APP and induction. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Just crank.
While eating pineapple pizza and using Varget powder.
That would be very interesting.
I hate to backtrack, but I saw a comment about 6.5 Creedmoor. I've recently acquired one. I've always been a 308 guy, so I'm diving into all the load data that I can. But of course, H4050 is non-existent. So I picked up a few pounds of 4451, the IMR Enduron. Has anybody got any results that they've tried with it? I'm gonna be shooting the 135 grain classic burgers, hopefully, because it'll be a hunting / target more, about 50-50.
I've seen the powder. I've never used it.
44, Mr. Chapin, 4451.
The way I've been annealing my brass is I take a drill with a 10 or 12 millimeter socket, stick the brass in there, and then hold a propane torch to it.
That'll work.
It works fine. After I cut down some 223s to make 300 blackouts, it helps to relax the brass. So, and I got some with 6, 8, 10 reloads on them. So
JRB's using that salt bath in the Lee Dipper pot.
Yep.
And he's having great luck with it.
Very consistent.
Okay. I used one of these for many years, annealing in a drill and a torch, the Lee case holder.
Yeah.
I always just use my fingers because if they get hot, you're too hot for that web anyway. Honest to God, real. You only get like 6 seconds. You spin it around. If your fingers get hot, you're getting that web too hot.
Well, with my nailies, I'll nail brass for anybody who sends it to me. I got no problem because it's just that stinking easy. And I'll sacrifice 5 or 6 pieces if it's a caliber I don't have, getting it dialed in. But after that, it's just a matter of loading the thing. It self-operates after that.
Mm-hmm. What I like about the new one with the digital readout, I got a logbook. I use Reloader Studio. So in my data, I put a Neely's number, 44 or whatever, so I can go right back to that speed on the Neely's for that particular lot of brass.
Oh, there you go. I got the new one that's in stainless steel, but it was before they came out with the digital. So the only thing left at that point is the peak of your flame.
Yeah, what I've been doing is taking a laptop, putting on a movie, sitting down there watching YouTube with a drill, a bucket of water and just dump. It's not as convenient, it's a little bit more work, but it does get the job done. I'd love to have one of them annealies though.
What, they're about $300?
Yeah, they're
Shipping and all, yeah.
they're up there.
They're made in Georgia, aren't they? Annealies?
Florida.
Florida? Oh, okay.
Jeff Buck makes them. I talked to him numerous times, and yeah, he's down in Florida. I had to wait on mine for this COVID mess. I ordered, and then we got shut down. I ordered in like March. They shut Florida down, so I didn't get mine till August.
Dang.
Yeah.
Hey, Mig. Bye, Mig.
And now I load every fire. I mean, anneal every fire. It's so easy. It's
Yeah.
You ever break down Kyle and get you one, you'll hit yourself in the head. And what was I thinking? Why didn't I do this 20 years ago?
Do you just have a hopper and you just pour it all in there and it automatically sorts it, or?
Well, you gotta
lay it in base first.
Yeah, right side out. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
you
You can put 100 223s in there and not even think twice about it.
well, this one will hold. The new model has the big hopper. You just arrange them face necks out, and this one will hold 230. I think is what it is.
Yeah, well, they tend to get a little squirrely when you start putting over 100 in them. Now 223s aren't bad, but you start putting
308s
and 22 250 has that angle case. I can only put two rows in it, or they want to fall out.
Right. And 6 millimeters, same way. It's got a pretty steep. But I don't have but 100 pieces of that. So
It's something to look into, I guess.
Yeah.
Every now and then you can catch him. He'll have a scratch and dent sale. You can get one for about $60 off.
Well, hell, that's what I need to do.
I had to wait on mine because it was when they converted from plated steel over to stainless.
Yeah.
And because I had to wait, he sent me all the different roller dies for free because I had to wait.
I can tell you this right now. I'm financially embarrassed, so it ain't gonna be anytime soon.
Right.
Join the club, brother.
We got T-shirts.
Andy. It all depends on the angle of the brass. If you can fill that sucker full or not. 22 250, you can't.
Yeah, it's totally tapered from top to bottom.
Yeah, it's a tapered case. 308, I can put about 100 in there.
Yeah. I'd hate to try to do more than 122 250s in that thing.
No, you can't. You can only do 2 rows.
They'll all just start falling out on you because of the way
the case is too tapered.
Yeah.
But that's one right there. Well, 308. I have my AR-10 has a fluted chamber, so I have to anneal every time.
Yeah.
And 22 250 is such a hot load, I anneal it every time. 7 mags. Hell, I got enough brass for it. That about every other time.
I've got to anneal a bunch of 308 cases because I run mine.
Send it on down here. I'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, or send them to me, Kyle. I'll take.
I run them things. I run a 208 grain bullet compressed load over 4064, and it's just murder on brass. I get one shot, and then you can look at the brass and go, that needs help.
What brass are you using?
Lake City, Winchester, but I mean all kinds of it. Every now and then I'll buy a box if they got it on sale, and that'll give me a brand new, brand new batch, or I'll buy a bag of brass, brand new. But you can tell after that first shot, it's rough on brass. I've had a couple of split necks and all that when I didn't anneal.
You can't really see the head stamp. That's a new one. I'm trying. It's ADG.
I don't have the administrator's rights to blow that up.
Yeah, that's fine.
But do you know Wilson Combat uses PMC?
Really? I did not know that.
There's PMC, Lake City. It's a huge batch of bulk military surplus off the range 308, and I've got a couple of batches of brand new Nosler brass that I keep separated, and I got like 2 firings on them, but they need to be done. But the Lake City and all that stuff needs to be done about every time.
John, to answer your question, I don't load as hot as Kyle does, so I'll have loose primer pockets before I'll start worrying about case head separation.
I've had a
you
couple
load
of
hot
them.
as Kyle's doing. You got to look for rings on that brass.
Yep. You'll rack the bolt back every now and then, and there won't be a primer left in the case, or you'll have to take a 2x4 or a tree limb and beat the bolt back to get it out, and the neck will be split. But I tell you, at 350 meters, I can unlock a padlock and not hit the body of the lock. I mean, it is such a beautiful round, and you can't really find load data for it, so I had to just work it up because I had a bunch of 208 grains.
Well, I imagine you're outside the parameters for load data on that.
Oh, well, that's why I'm saying I need to anneal the brass. It is. I got a padlock on my desk that I shot at 350 meters, and I hit it the first time on the bar. That's what I was aiming for, the hasp. And then I hit it again, and that cut it in half. And then it fell to the ground, and then I shot the lock right through the keyhole. And one of the guys I was shooting with, he goes, "I don't want you shooting at me." He goes, "That's just ignorant." I said, "No, that's time, training, and skill.
That deer that I shot was quartering away from me, so I put the round in about his back rib, and it came out just in front of his front shoulder.
So you didn't mess it up?
I didn't mess it up, but I sure didn't get any tenderloin meat out of it because his innards were turned to jello.
Oh, man.
I went to I switched over to an SST because I wanted a bullet that expanded really well at slower speeds because I had the potential of some 400-yard shots. So I didn't want to use the ELDX or the GMX because they expand at higher velocities. And, well, I shot him at about 130 yards, and the exit hole was about the size of a dime.
Wow.
So it expanded just perfectly as it was supposed to and exited. And, but it turned his innards to jello.
John's hand loading. My wife had a 308 built for me in 2008. I bought this brass right here. It was Lapua 308 brass. That case has 32 firings on it.
32. Wow. And you still got primer pockets?
Primers in it. I retired it. And I was running 45. Let me grab my notebook. 45.6 grains of Varget behind a 168 grain burger.
That's cooking.
Yeah, 45.6. And hot load, but primer's still in it. And I kept this one. I threw the rest of them in the scrap bucket, but I kept one because it's sentimental, kind of, I guess, because but that's the only brass ever fired in that gun.
Jamie, can we hear you now?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, I had to uninstall the microphone and reinstall it.
But this bullet, that is a huge bullet for a 308. You know,
Yeah.
Heavy for caliber, they call it. Yeah.
That is a huge bullet for a 308, and I'm running that. First time I went to load that thing, I went down on the handle on that press, and I started hearing. I was like, "Oh Lord, I don't want to shoot this." But it's the best. It's the best shooting round that I've got.
You must have a little slower twist on your.
Well, I didn't even take that bullet to dead zero. I took the 175 grains that I'd already worked up. I've almost shot the barrel out of that 308. I'm gonna have to rebarrel it, but it's still such a good shooter. I'm not gonna do anything to it until I prove that the barrel is gone.
Well, you got a bore cam.
John's hand loading. No, it's a 208 grain. I'll show it again.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm wanting some of these 143 grain ELD Max 6.5 millimeter.
Scott was not paying attention. Little cream stout for you.
There you go. And guys, I apologize. I had emails, business related, I had to take care of. So my apologies.
Got to handle your business.
Hang on, Jamie. Let me see what I got up here. 30 cal, 6.8, 30. There's a box of 6.5 on here somewhere, and what was it? 100 and. Oh, I'm gonna have to find them, Jamie. But the guy that bought the bullets that wanted to come over here and reload, he said, I'll hook you up with some stuff if you'll just let me use your press. I'm like, okay. I think he ended up selling the gun and doesn't have it anymore, but I got some 6.5 stuff here, but wait a minute. Never mind. It's Grendel. It's like a 110 grain. It's for Grendel.
Whoa, 75.5 grains of H1000.
300
That's
window.
smoking.
Person detected near your door.
Okay. We're getting close, so let's have another question to go through the room with. So, y'all think of anything?
I thought you
we was
had
talking bad about you when you was off, but we had to shut up.
I was listening on YouTube.
Nope.
Jerry, I put the load data into quick loads and it comes back tilt. Yeah, it's 43 and a half grains of 4064. It's a stout shooter. But I put 5 of them through the same hole. It loves it.
4064
was
was
that May
the
or
first.
June, pal?
4064 was the first powder I ever bought, and I can tell you why I bought it. Because I was studying the reload manuals and looking for the powder that had that I could use in the most different cartridges, and I could do 30-30, 35 Remington, 30-06, 270, all of them with 4064. So that was my first powder.
What I did is I went down to the shooting property in LaGrange and I brought a press with me, screwed it to the picnic table, and I started out with 40 and a half grains, and that wasn't that good. And then I went to 40.8 grains, no, 41.2, and a little bit better. I just kept going up and up and up, and all of a sudden that baby was dialed in. And the guy I was shooting with, he was like, "Holy crap, that is amazing!" God, he was just getting into reloading. He goes, "That is amazing." He said, "I know you can shoot, but dang."
All right, I'm thinking this Ozark's going to cook. Curtis is going to make beer. I'm thinking Tulsa, Oklahoma in April to the Preacher's Gun Show might be a fun trip.
Hey, Kyle, 44 and a half grains, you said?
43 and a half.
Oh, that's going to make a big difference. Okay, let's see here. I got quick loads open.
I got to get back into brewing beer.
91,000 PSI.
How much?
91,000.
And he wonders why his
2,670 feet per second with a 24-inch barrel.
Say that again.
I got it set for a 24-inch barrel, and it says 2,670 feet per second.
Good gracious.
All right. It's 43 and a half grains of 4064.
Yep. 118% full.
It's 2678 feet per second.
Yeah, this says 2670, so it's pretty close. And it says 91,221 PSI.
It's up there. Told you.
Doesn't weld shut.
Wow.
What rifle?
Just
You got a big
Wow.
old chamber around that sucker.
Hang on, I got it.
You're not
leave that long.
You do that?
I don't believe that 91,000 feet or a PSI. I don't
Well, that's set at that's checked at standard overall length. So if you've seen it longer, of course, it's going to be lower.
Mike, hang on.
That's set at 2.80.
I know the 175 grains, that's the 43 and a half. Okay. The 208s is maybe 41.5, and they're set at like 2.8 overall.
Yeah, I got it at 2.8. That drops it to 77,000.
I know it's up
leave
there.
it that long.
That's why it's abusing the hell out of my chamber. But
What's the cartridge overall length?
2.80.
yeah. I'm looking for a box that I got it wrote on. Here's the box of the 175s if y'all want some stupid load data.
I passed.
And that's 175 Sierra match tip match can. I might have to get back to you. I think it's 41.5, but it's the same overall length, which is going to bump the pressure up a little bit with that much longer of a bullet. But it likes it. Please hold. I can give you
Reloaded manuals right there. I'm telling you, man, it happens, dude. Yeah, they did say that, William, I believe.
Probably for good reason.
Yeah. So, how's your 6.5 cream malt meal, Dustman?
Well, I haven't shot in a while. I do have the cast mold set up to go, so I gotta cast them up. But we'll cast them up here pretty soon, powder coat them, and try and develop a load that will hopefully run pretty good in that. And I'm not looking for like super accuracy with it because it's cast. I get it. Before anyone starts freaking out, I'm not trying to get super accurate. But if I can kind of get a cast load that'll go, 500 yards, fairly accurate, I'll be happy.
What caliber?
Yeah.
6.5 cream.
6.5 tends to be the tough one for cast bullets for some reason.
Yeah, and that's why I say like 500 yards. I'd be pretty happy at 500 if I can get something pretty consistent.
All right. There's the 208 grain. It's 2.805. This is 2.80. It's 175 grain. This is 41.5. This is 43.5. They're hot as hell. I'm telling you.
175.
I'm telling you, they're hot as hell. My gun likes it hot. Hell, James shot it. I think Scotsman shot it too. It's rough on the barrel. I'm telling you. Yes, I do not promote using my load data. This is a technical, legal disclaimer. No.
Okay, so we're getting down to about 10 minutes left. What do you guys know about Reloader 10?
Never used it.
Not a thing.
Great in a 223.
Reloader 7, Reloader 22
Yep.
and 15, but not 10.
Yep, all those. Those are good ones. I was loading 7 this morning.
I got some 15, but I haven't used it yet.
Okay, I've got some 7 and an old bottle of 10. So, Rush, you say it's good in 223?
Yeah, with lighter bullets with like 40 grainers.
Is that 10-year-old bourbon or is that 10-year-old powder?
I got some 50 grain. That might work.
Yeah, they probably do well. They probably do well with that. I think I shoot Reloader 10, 52 grain hollow point. So yeah.
I think I got some of those too.
I got some 52 grain hollow points. Those are tack drivers.
Man, yeah. And they are murder on armadillos.
Ha
I hate an armadillo with a passion.
Yep, so does my buddy. He's had one tearing up his yard, or a couple of them tearing up his yard for a couple of years, and every now and then he'll come into work with one. Got another one.
I ain't touching them nasty things. They carry leprosy.
Yeah. Well, he ain't lost no fingers yet.
Let me get that and show that to you before we have to start going through the room. I've done hauled enough powders out here tonight.
It's Reloader 10X, isn't it? Yeah, 10X.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I hadn't played with hardly any of the reloader powders. I'm familiar with the accurate number 7 and that line.
I use 26 in my 7 mag. That's my preferred powder. I'm pissed because I can't find the stuff anymore. It hadn't been on the shelf in a year, even before COVID. but they were part of the Remington crap. So, you know, and 7 mag eats a lot of powder, 60 grains at a whack.
Yeah, I'm kind of anxious to try Reloader 26 and a 6.5 Creedmoor. It's one of the ones they're talking good about. So
That's slow for Creedmoor, I think, but
man, they're getting
it working. 22, I can see
well,
in a Creedmoor.
let's say the 26 is so dense that you're not really overpacking the case like you would with 22. So I don't know. I haven't even loaded a 6.5 bullet yet. I got my brass. I'm waiting on my neck expander to get here from Sinclair, and when it gets here, I'll go to doing my OCW loads.
What rifle you got? 6.5 Creedmoor.
Hang on, I'll be right back. I'll grab it. I'm proud of this thing. I wanted a raffle.
No, don't grab it. We're live. You can't do that.
It'll be.
Oh,
it'll
you can't?
be fine. Kyle, we're well beyond the entry of the video. We'll be fine. It ain't gonna hurt.
Okay.
They only watch the first couple minutes. That's it.
It'll be
That's
fine.
okay. Well, for respect purposes, you can see the buttstock of it over my shoulder right there. It's a Bergara Wilderness HMR.
Oh, Bergara is good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. I got $50 in it.
What?
You can't go wrong with that.
No.
I bought 5 tickets, $10 a piece.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to using this in some cast lead loads. But here it is, Tim. It's an Alliant powder too.
I got a Brown
10X.
270 that I got $5 in. Same situation.
Yeah, if
The
you guys
26
ain't
is some
familiar
long
with Bergara, that $50 he's got into that Bergara, it's about an $800 rifle. So
Right.
yeah, he did good.
Yeah, I got the receipt with my Browning A-bolt with a 3x9 Nikon Pro Staff, same scope Jamie's got on his 270. It's $5, and they had $1,150 in it with the scope and everything. Yeah. I was like, I'll take it.
I'm beating my head against the wall for an optic choice. I'm hung up. I can't make my mind up.
What are you looking to spend on optics?
1,000 or less.
Oh, dude, that opens such a huge window.
That's Vortex.
Kind of narrow it down for me. Come on, help me out.
All right, hang on. So you want to go up to 1,000?
The reason I'm asking you is because I
I'll
can send you all kinds of various links, but I need to know kind of what you want.
What are you using the scope
Well, all right.
for? Are you
So,
target shooting or hunting?
Well, that's the thing. I'm never going to shoot a competition. I'm beyond that. I've been there, done that. I'm not shooting any more competitions. So I'm gonna hunt. I'm gonna deer hunt with it and punch paper out. Our range will go to 600 yards. So I'm leaning towards second focal plane MOA. I'm old school. MRAD, what is that? I don't know. I'm not going to relearn my old brain to that. So
yeah.
All right. So an MOA probably maybe a 3 to 12.
4 to 16,
4 to 16, depending on your eyes. Okay. I was going to ask. That's my next question. Your eyes. Your eyes good? Pretty good? Or?
Oh yeah.
What? I'm big on the primary arms at ACCS or ACS.
ACCS reticle.
And love it. That's what I dropped my deer with yesterday.
All right, I'm just going to throw this out there. You want a $300 scope that's top notch?
You fixing to tell me a Vortex Strike Eagle?
Nope.
Okay, what are you going to tell me?
An SWFA Super Sniper Fixed 10 power will do anything you want to do out to 1,000. And it's crystal clear glass. Crystal clear.
My only problem is I've got a few stands that I can, my longest shot's going to be 100 yards, and they'll be the 10-pointer I shot last weekend was 40 yards from me. So, I do need variable power. But yeah, I've looked through one. I got a friend that's got one. That's an excellent scope. I agree.
For the money, it is top notch. That's what I was out shooting at 1,000 yards with at dead zero. And I dialed it.
Has anybody ever looked
Done deal.
Has anybody ever looked through a German precision optic? Holy crap.
Like a bender.
GPO is the brand. I looked through one what's today? Today's Friday, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday. I looked through one. Store had a cheap one, and it outshined their Leupold VX5 they had in there. I was like, man. But it's MRAD. I'd have bought it on the spot.
You don't like mill scopes?
I don't, man.
Come on, man.
I just don't want to learn the dope.
It's what your brain knows, Kyle. If your brain knows MOA,
hey, that's the thing. We all got our own things that we like and don't like. I'm not a big first focal plane guy. I like second focal plane. I don't care if I'm 1,000 yards or more. A lot of people will complain because they like to have that where it magnifies. I don't. I like it where it stays the same, doesn't move. Even if I'm shooting 1,000, that's just how I am. We all have our certain things.
But I don't want to take up, too much time. But,
hey, debate's a good thing.
No, you're good, dude. You're good.
I've looked through Night Force scopes, and I've looked at them. I'm like, I don't see the benefit of the price that you pay for a Night Force scope.
When I went to Sniper 1 and 2 over at Gypstick and for Scythe, I went with a Leupold 3-9 by 40, and they laughed at me. Who was the top shooter in the class? Me. I mean, and that's not bragging. That's just that I took a rifle. I've been shooting for 10 years. I knew my rifle. So
a 3-9 by 40 is
that's the biggest thing.
Any game in any normal range in the United States.
That's one of the biggest things. No matter what it is know your rifle, know your pistol, know your fire, know what you're doing with it. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I'll agree with you, man. I got a Night Force. I got one, and my Zeiss versus the Night Force, my Zeiss knocks out the park every day of the week.
It does.
And that Night Force is way more than the Zeiss cost. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
What's the Zeiss? The Z4 or
the Night Forces?
Yeah, the Zeiss is the 4. Yeah.
I'm look. That's one of the ones I'm looking at.
It's an excellent scope. I didn't pay for mine because I had issues with something else, and they traded me and worked it out to where I got the scope instead of having what I had. However, you can find them for around $400 to $500 if you take your time and look around. And they're an excellent freaking scope.
Yeah.
There you go. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not what you want for a 35.
No, The one I looked through was a 4 to 16 by 44, and they had the price tag on it was $399.99.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and it was.
If it's real German glass.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that outer edge. Where it gets.
No, that's gonna be clear as day.
I've got a
Yeah.
Citron somewhere.
There's a lot of choices these days where, 10 years ago, you didn't have a lot of choices. I think Loophole makes a great hunting scope. It's a
Yeah.
wonderful hunting scope. And bang for your buck, it's good. Vortex is right. What I like about Vortex is there's no BS warranty. You can run over it with your truck, send it back to them. Okay, here's your another scope.
I don't know. I had to argue with the guy on the phone about this one right here for an hour. Vortex Strike Eagle. They sent me another one, brand new, but still.
I was going to say, that Cabela's, they've got some Cabela's branded scopes now that are not bad at all. And we are overtime. I'm fixing to turn my video on. Um, Vortex is definitely good, but I got my Arkin SH4 Gen 2 6x24x50
That'll be
uh, in last weekend, and I did a video on that with my new platform to go on it. So I'm probably going to turn it on here in a few minutes. So, Russ, I want to thank you for joining us, man. CW, didn't hear a whole lot out of you, but thanks for being here. Got pretty crazy there for a while, didn't it? Your microphone craps out. There's nothing you can do but uninstall it and install it back and then do a restart. So I appreciate y'all holding the fort down while I had to take care of that.
adapt and overcome.
So let's go through the room, see what we got coming up. Russ, you want to go first?
I'm just getting my stuff, fixing to go load the truck up, go hunting in the morning. I got to get some does in the freezer.
Get some of that tender meat.
That's right. Just that, and I'm excited about loading for a new caliber at 6.5 Creedmoor. I'm ready to get started.
Well, I'm about right there in the same boat with you, brother. So stay in touch.
Definitely. And real quick, I like to get in touch with Kyle too, talk more about scope options, and I know he shoots a lot like I do.
All you got to
Maybe
do
I
is
can get your way.
hit me up at lust.kyle2@gmail.com.
I'll get it from Jamie. I'll email him and get it from him.
Okay, there you go.
I'm gonna give you my phone number when this is over with. So hang out for a few minutes afterwards, and you won't have to email me. You can text me or call me. So
Right.
congrats, Ozark. I'm waiting to see a video. See this big,
Well,
see
I
this,
video anything.
see this big Kansas deer.
I'll send you a text of some pictures.
Good.
I was about to say I can send you a picture of it.
He's no record deer, but he sure filled up an ice chest.
There you go. So thanks for being here, Ozark. Anything
no
you're working on?
Oh, I'm gonna start bugging Preacher for some coyote hunts here pretty soon, and maybe you'll see us out there jacking around doing some coyotes. I still got about 12 pounds of tannerite. He and I need to get out. We're gonna do we got a video we got cooked up where we're painting with tannerite. So
Modern art, huh?
that's right.
Hey.
I'm Bob and he's Ross.
Yeah.
So,
Second Amendment, modern art.
That's right. That's right. Then we're gonna give away whatever we're going to set up a bunch of poster boards or sheets of paper or something and splatter paint all over it if it survives. And whoever wants one, we'll send it to them.
Yeah, we'll have to bid it out for Bald and Curious's fundraiser.
We've got the wigs ordered and everything, the Bob Ross wigs. So, yeah.
Or, oh my goodness, this is going to be epic.
Not a happy mistake, right?
Yeah. So what you got coming, CW?
Oh, I'm going to play more with my 410 loads I got. And the 3220 I was doing today, I'll probably shoot them on Sunday. We're supposed to get a deluge of rain here tomorrow, so I don't think I'm even going to get out in the woods. It's supposed to be warm and rainy.
Yep, we sent it to you.
Yeah, so I think I'll probably do more loading.
Yeah, I want to go hunting tomorrow, and it's just so messy out there right now. I'll probably lay my sorry self in the bed. I've not killed a deer yet, and I usually get 3. But I got 2 weeks coming up here at Christmas time. So
Hey, when it's messy out there, you can get out and creep around those woods and you can stalk one.
yeah, because it's quiet.
And you don't have to get out there at the crack of dawn either.
That would be important, particularly tomorrow. All right, so Scotsman, what you got coming up, bro?
Honestly, man, I got no idea. I got a whole bunch of stuff I really have to do. I just haven't done yet, and I'm kind of slacking. It's been a heck of a year.
I want you to do another one of them running challenges where you got to get out and run a mile or drink a beer.
Yeah, I ain't doing one of those. I'm good. I tried to kill myself once. I'm not doing it again. On that note, Justice Foundation, it is huge, and we do what we have to for that. And I put my life on the line running 2 miles, and I almost killed over.
I'd have thrown up, killed over, and died.
It was rough, dude. I looked at my phone, and I was 1.7 miles in, and I was literally heaving, almost throwing up. You name it. I was killed over, and I'm like, I got this much to go.
Toughed it out.
It was rough, but we did it.
Mr. Pollard, that would be a negative. I can promise you that.
I don't know. It'd probably be worth a lot of money.
If for whatever freaking reason Pat wants to do that and wants me to sign it, I would sign it because it's Pat.
Well, there you go. Who can say no to him, man? I mean, really. All right, so Kyle, what you got working on? Nothing?
I gotta get a bunch of 44 Magnum loaded and let's go to the range.
Well, I had it set up for you and Chico to go with me last weekend, and y'all both
Well, I didn't wake up until 12:30, Jamie.
crickets. I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go get a sandwich. I'll be ready in an hour.
I was still asleep, brother.
Anyway, so like I said, I got this video I'm fixing to turn on YouTube. So y'all head over to my channel and watch it if you want to see 8 minutes of useless stuff. You want to waste 8.5 minutes of your life that you'll never get back. So
I'm like 15 away from 1,000 subscribers on mine. So
that's crazy.
Sub and hit that button or whatever the hell it's supposed to say.
Yeah, so if you guys are not subscribed to Ozark, go over there and subscribe to him, and let's get him over 1,000. I didn't know that. We've been talking that up. So
I had no clue until Twine said it the other day. You're like 17 away from 1,000. I'm like, really?
yeah, that's thanks, Floyd. One of the things that's concerned me about one of the reasons I didn't buy a Vortex scope was because seems like almost everybody has some kind of problem with them. They're always sending them back and getting them back and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, we'll see y'all next Friday night. Anybody else got anything to say before we shut it down?
Just appreciate everybody for coming.
Absolutely. Y'all the reason we do what we do.
Good night.
So, so we hope God blesses y'all all real good. Check us out on Georgia Shooting Connection on Instagram. You can email us at georgiashootingconnection@gmail.com. We hope the Lord blesses y'all real good, and we'll see y'all next Friday night, Lord willing.